Good afternoon and welcome to another edition of the Vermont Voltage Power Update. I'm Leslie Irvin and I'll be your host. I'm here with two Voltage players, Derek McKenzie and James McCarron. How are you guys today?
Good.
Really good, thanks.
Well, thanks for coming on the show.
No problem.
Now, James, tell us a little about yourself. Where are you from? What brought you to the States? And how long have you been playing soccer?
I'm originally from the northeast of England. That's where I grew up. And I came out to play for University in Virginia. Plays in the NAIA. And the coach knew Bo pretty well. My coach used to play up here for like 2 or 3 years. So he recommended me to Bo, and I got in contact with Bo through that and decided to come up here for the summer and try out for the team. So that's how it came about, really.
What about you, Derek? Where are you from?
I'm from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and same thing, got hooked up with Bo and came up here for the summer to play.
Now, how long have you guys been playing soccer? What about you?
I've been playing it since I was really young. Like in England, it's like the country's passion. Like over it's a bit different, but like football's huge back home. So I've been playing since I was real young.
What about you, Derek? When did you start?
I started around probably age 7, I would say.
Now, what advice would you give to young soccer players?
Just keep playing. Like always practice. I mean, that's what's got me this far so far. Like always playing in the garden with my little brother. Like just playing after school and stuff like that. Playing until it was dark. So just like keep playing and you'll get there with like hard work. So it's probably the best advice you could give someone.
What about you? Any advice?
Yeah, I'd say same thing, practice hard and stay positive.
Rough road. Yeah. So, how are you guys enjoying Vermont? Things are a little bit different.
It's pretty different from England. Like, it's like different from Virginia as well. Like it's a lot cooler up here. Like Virginia, I'm used to like 90 degrees most days, and up here like majority of the time it's been raining. So, but it's good. It's different. Like it's a lot like slower up here as well. Like just maybe that's because I'm not really doing much in the day, but.
Yep.
But I like St Albans and Burlington's. Burlington's a real nice city. We're not too far from Montreal, so it's a nice area. I'm really enjoying it so far. So.
What about you, Derek? How are you liking Vermont?
I really enjoy it. I think it's, like James said, it's nice and slow and relaxed, and you can really just enjoy the scenery, and when the weather's nice, it is really nice. But.
Mm-hmm. So how do you guys like playing for the Voltage? It's got to be different having your coach play on the field with you.
Yes, it is a lot different. It's a totally different atmosphere to what I'm used to. Like, I've never had a coach be a player as well. But like with Bo, it's a bit different because of the sort of player he is and the sort of player he was. So it is a privilege to play with him. Like, but I think it's definitely different from anything that I've ever experienced before. So.
What about you, Derek? Have you ever had a player and coach?
No, it's actually my first time as well, and it is different because instead of having that vocal person from the bench, you have him in the field. So I mean, it has its ups and downs, I guess, but it's good. Like James said, Bo is a strong player, so it's an interesting experience.
Right.
And when you play with him as well, like you learn a lot from him in the game.
Right.
Like I mean, he can actually like demonstrate the sort of things he wants you to do. Whereas a coach, like he's like dictating to you, but like Bo can actually do the sort of things he wants you to do.
Right.
So that's a lot easier from a learning aspect, I think.
Now you got to play a couple games at home before you got hurt. How is it like different to play at home versus on the road?
It's a lot easier because of obviously the fans like get behind you and things, and a lot of the away, like a lot of the other teams in the PDL, they play on turf, which like personally that's I prefer grass. It's like I enjoy playing a lot more at home just because of them two reasons really.
What about you, Derek?
Yeah, that's actually a big problem for me too. I'm not used to playing on turf, and obviously it gets sparky and the fans behind you at home, so it's a good energy playing at home.
Now, when the Voltage traveled to Cape Cod, you actually had quite a few fans there, right? It was
yeah, I did. My friends and family were there to support me.
And you scored a goal in that game too, right?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, way to come out. So, Derek, you have scored a couple of goals on the season, right?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So, how does that feel? Getting on the board, getting your team going.
It feels good personally. I mean, you just want to help the team any chance you get, and if you can, you can score a couple goals to help the team, get a couple points here and there. It's really all you can ask for as a player.
What about you, James? Now, when did you get hurt, or what's wrong?
Well, it was a game up in Ottawa. Like I've been playing like in all the games so far, and I felt as I was doing well, and I was playing in a defensive position, and it was a 50-50 tackle to block a shot, and I ended up just snapping my ankle back. The player went straight over the top of the ball.
Oh wow!
And I ended up tearing the ligaments on the outside of my ankle. So probably going to take another month and a half to fully recover from the injury. But my main concern is just getting fit and back ready for the college season. So
Right.
I don't want to risk it too much. I mean, I should be able to walk next week.
Okay.
Or sometime this week, so I need to check with the orthopaedics, but it's come along well. I've been icing it a lot and things like that. So.
And we could see you back on the field by the end of the season?
Hopefully, yeah, by August maybe. I'll hopefully come back. I know we've got a home game on the 2nd of August against Azteca Soccer Club, so be there.
Right.
But yeah, so that's what I'm trying to hope to be back for. So.
And you're one of the younger players on the team. How does that feel to have the guys?
Yeah, I get a bit of stick for it, since I'm the youngest on the team, but I usually don't let it get to me and make sure that no one bullies me or anything, so I'm usually alright.
And Derek, you're living in the Burlington area. How is that?
It's really nice. I mean, it's relaxed as well, but it's a little more upbeat than St. Albans. So I mean, it's nice. You get some things to do downtown. It's a pretty fun town.
So World Cup's well underway. We're now past the qualifiers and into the heat of it. So James, who are you going to take to win soccer's biggest prize?
Obviously, I'm going to say England naturally. Even though we haven't been playing very well so far, we've still managed to win every single game. So I think that's the biggest positive out of everything. When we do turn up to play, I can't wait to see how good we're going to be. I mean, when we play one of the big teams, I think we're going to raise our game. So against Portugal in the quarterfinals, I'm really looking forward to it, and I hope the boys will do it for us.
What about you, Derek? Who are you taking?
I'm actually going to have to say I'm on Brazil's side, and although, like James said, England hasn't played as well as they could have. They've won every game, so they have a very strong team, and Argentina looks really strong as well. So I think I look for one of those three teams, but I'd like to see Brazil come out on top again.
Again, yeah. So with the season, it's well underway now. Haven't had a win yet, but how are we feeling? Still looking up?
Well, the thing about our team is we've got so many good players, and we've got a lot of talent in the team. So it's just frustrating not being able to get that win. I mean, we have actually played very well, especially on the road, and come away with disappointing 1-0 losses or ties. So it's just been frustrating because sometimes we have actually deserved to win the game, and things haven't gone our way. But most of the players are first year PDL players,
right.
What age, me being 19, some lads are 22, and it's the first time in the PDL. So there's not a lot of experience in the side. So we're gaining that this season, and as Bo's mentioned to us before, this team can build, and in 2-3 years time we can really challenge for the regional championship. So we just got to keep learning every single game, and we should be fine, I think.
What about you, Derek? How are you feeling about the season?
I feel pretty good. I think our problem was the first couple weeks of the season. We didn't really have a full squad. We only had about 3 or 4 substitutions, and I think that really hurt us, that we weren't allowed to make some moves in the second half to bring some people in or move some people around. But the last 5 or 6 games, we've really come on strong and progressed. So, I mean, there's definitely positives to take out of it, and hopefully we'll be getting our first win tomorrow night.
Yeah. So anything else? We're excited about the season.
I'm just looking forward, like Derek says, to us getting a win under our belt, because I really do believe after this first win, I think we'll go on and get a string of wins together,
right.
and hopefully boost the season from there. So starting tomorrow at the game against Albany,
right.
I really think we can get a good result, because we lost 1-0 on the road to them, and we outplayed them. I thought it was a disappointing goal that we let in. So I think we can take confidence from that and take it into tomorrow and really start to play well. So
definitely, because Bo had said Rhode Island and Cape Cod are 2 of the best teams in the PDL league itself, and you guys tied them both. Tough, hard-fought battles, but ties are not bad. So your record is 0-6-4. So that's really, you still have 4 points.
Exactly. So. We seem to if you look at the results, we seem to raise our game against the better teams. like say against a Delaware or a Reading, like we didn't play as well as we probably could have, and the results reflect that as well. Like against the better teams we're drawing, against the lesser teams we're losing. Like, so I think we do raise our game to the better teams. So hopefully we can take that on like one more stride and get our first win. So.
Great. Well, that's it for another edition of Power Update. I'm Leslie Irvin. Come out and support the Voltage and Lady Voltage tomorrow. The Lady Voltage play the New Hampshire Lady Phantoms at 5:30 tomorrow at the Collins Pearly Sports Complex, and the Voltage follow playing the Albany Admirals at 7:30. So hope to see you there. Have a good day.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's version of the Vermont Voltage, playing host to the Albany Admirals. Playing here on a nice sunny summer evening. Wednesday night fixture against league rival Albany. Vermont Voltage coming off a disappointing loss to Cape Cod 3-0 last weekend. Looking to put some points on the board here tonight. Can you go find out what Albany's record is from last night? Tonight's starting lineup for the Voltage in midfield: Bo Simic, goalkeeper Brendan Lawless, midfielder Mark Benson, defender Jamie Winch, defender Chris Zura, defender David Purser, defender Brian Leonard, Bo Vučković on the ball. Bo Vučković playing midfield, Larry Yaboa at forward, and Matt Stedman at forward. Interesting lineup with Larry Yaboa at forward. He's played either defense or defensive midfielder so far this year. Looks like he's playing up top with Stedman. The Albany lineup: in goal we have Pete Capiello, defender Justin Leskow, defender Barry Neville, defender Tim LaRocca, defender Brian Sarutan, midfielder Ted Wolfson, midfielder Matt Narode, midfielder Chow De Silva, midfielder Topher Breedlove, midfielder Pete Squiglia, and forward DJ Cattrall. That's a tough name. Pete Squiglia, I think it is. So on paper, Albany lining up in a 4-5-1 lineup. We'll see how it plays out. Voltage putting pressure on early. Simic with a nice header to Chris Zura on the right side. What was Albany's name before it was Albany?
The Black Watch, Albany Black Watch.
Albany Admirals, new name, formerly Albany Black Watch, one of the larger clubs in upstate New York. I'm not sure the circumstances of changing their name, but I know it's the same organization, same coach.
Also, make sure you look out for the 50-50 raffle tickets.
Brendan Lawless plays it up to
$1 and an arm's length for $5.
David Purser, Englishman from Boston, England.
This is his first game.
I believe this is the first start Purser's earned,
He's been injured.
overcoming some injuries earlier in the season. Along with me in the booth here, one of the Lady Voltage stars at right back, Jessica Mulson. Good evening, Jess. How's it going?
Good. How are you doing, Jamie?
Thanks for being here in the booth with us.
Thanks for having me.
How's your Lady Voltage season going so far?
It's been interesting. We're becoming a more cohesive unit, I believe. Working towards opening our home season.
Long homestand, 6 home games in a row, looks like, over the next month and a half.
Yeah, it's going to be nice to be back here at Collins Pearly and have a home crowd.
Yeah,
Not have to travel so much.
you guys have been on the road for a long time.
Yeah.
A lot of van time, huh?
a lot of van time, and with our league, we're not very close to home.
Larry Yeboah trying to make the best of a drastic mistake by the Albany defense. Can't get his foot on the ball. Still 0-0. Capiello with a very long punt. That'll go all the way down to Lawless in the Voltage goal.
Wide, get wide, get wide.
Quickly out to Zura. Zura long over the top. Looking for the Voltage front line.
Nice. Look wide, look wide, look wide.
Vučković with a hopeful ball out to Benson. Voltage has been rearranging their lineup significantly almost every game, trying to find that right formula to produce a few more goals. Seems like they've been defending fairly well, but have had not much luck putting the ball in the net. Ball to Simic, to Yeboah.
Wide.
Yeboah loses it. Wunsch to Leonard, to Vučković, back to Wunsch, to Simic. All the way back on the left side to David Purser. Mark Benson playing in the midfield. Vučković with a nice turn out to Benson, up to Stedman. Stedman, a fairly good one-on-one striker. And there you have it. Matt Stedman with a fantastic goal. Some suspect defending by Albany, but a great goal from Matt Stedman. In the 7th minute, Matt Stedman puts the Voltage up 1-0. Some confident play here in the first 7 minutes of the Voltage. And the crowd is going wild as Stedman will toss a souvenir up into the crowd. Stedman fails to get it into the crowd. And you got to say that's a positive start for the Voltage here tonight.
Fans, if you're here with a special grouper, if it's your birthday, come up to the press box and announce your attendance.
I've been informed that the Admirals are second on the table in the Northeast Division, while the Voltage are closer to the bottom. But you couldn't tell there in the first 7 minutes of this game. Voltage coming out very strong.
Maybe that's their plan. They'll come out a little harder. Maybe that's their plan. They'll come out a little harder than they have
in the orange shirt walking down the stands right now.
Simic on the right side, going
nice.
long to Larry Yeboah. Stepping up nicely and up
Come on,
to Stedman again. Stedman with a nice cross. Yeboah's not quite there. And Benson can't catch up to it. That'll be an Albany throw-in.
Voltage fans, I wanted to let you know that Nathan Contandria is now 7 years old. Let's give it up for him. Yeah!
Albany bringing the ball quickly through the midfield. Number 11, Chow De Silva. And there's an injured player down with no call. Number 20, DJ Catrow is down and doesn't look like he's getting up too quickly. And he's up. We'll have an Albany throw-in.
Fans and campers, we still need more ball boys and girls, so whoever like to be one, go down to the bench right there where Yuri is in the two-staff t-shirts. He's waving his shirt right now.
Benson to Simic. Simic back to Leonard. Back to Simic. Nice ball across to Wunsch.
Find him.
Leonard goes all the way back to Lawless. Yaboa putting pressure on the ball.
That's a little more popcorn. My mom has a lot of right up there. No.
Albany taking a quick throw. Not much of a cross there. Almost intercepted by Forenza.
On Percy.
David Purser with a nice defensive play. All of our sponsors whose signs can be seen around the field and whose ads are in our program. Please support those who support us.
My mom and I got some, but she's got it now with her.
All right, fans, look at the man now on the fence. His name is DeLeo. He's raising his hand right now. He's selling 50-50 raffle tickets.
Purser with an inadequate direct kick. Gets the second one. Another bad cross. Forenza intercepts. Albany recovers. Albany struggling a little bit to get the ball out of the left back position.
They look good on you? I think square frames might be your best bet.
17, Justin Leskow on the ball, intercepted by Zura. And here comes Sparky, the very famous Voltage mascot. We'd do an interview with Sparky, but he can't talk. So we won't. He has a lot to say, he just can't say it. Looks like Sparky's having a good time here tonight. Decent crowd still filling into the stadium. Larry Yaboa trying to maintain control.
First touch was that.
Leonard with a good header out, and same with Benson. Simic with a nice steal.
All right, Voltage fans, I need you to make some noise while the Sparks throw some t-shirts to the loudest fans in the stand. Let's go, Sparks. Let's get some t-shirts out there. Make sure you spread them out.
Jamie Wunsch with a nice clear out of the back.
Make some noise for Voltage.
Brittany, let me see those glasses.
No, we're not saying that.
Oh, he wants to wear them.
Fans, don't forget
Oh,
your
call
calendars
him
for
out.
August the 19th. The last game of the season where 3 lucky fans will have a chance to win
Foul
a
on
big car.
Simic, and it's Albany's direct kick from about 45 yards.
New Pontiac vibes from Marco's Calendars for August 19th. Come to the Voltage game and have the chance to beat with the car.
Number 11, Chao da Silva coming back to play this direct kick.
And their ambulance
sounds
service is a
better.
proud sponsor of the Vermont Voltage. And their
Wunsch with a half diving header.
care service provider for our coverage area. They also provide backup coverage to neighboring towns within Franklin County. Please visit us online at www.amcare.org.
David Purser on the far side with a throw-in.
Come see us at Sticks and Stuff. Sticks for lumber and stuff for all the things you'd expect from a great home center. In 2 locations, 34 Lower Newton Street,
Albany with a
2 Orchard Street, Enosburg.
quick play there, defended well by the Voltage. Forenza plays it long to Stedman, who's moving on it. And he gets there. Stedman showing incredible pace there. And he looks like he's injured. Took it on the shin, perhaps, from the goalie. I really didn't expect Stedman to track that down. He showed some superior speed there the last 20 yards of that run. And he's still on the ground. Looks like he's writhing in pain.
Get the yellow card.
I didn't see. Did he give a yellow card?
Both.
Bo Simic gets a yellow card for arguing with the referee.
Not his first.
Not his first yellow card. Oh, excuse me. The Albany goalkeeper got the yellow card, not Bo Simic. Correction on that. Pete Capiello gets the yellow card for fouling Stedman. Bo Simic on the ball. We're back in action. A nice pass from Simic to Vučković on the 18. Left-footed shot from Bo Vučković, not far off.
Is he naturally left-footed?
No,
No.
he's not. Vučković, a right-footed player, does well to get that much pace on the ball left-footed. Capiello with a long goal kick, headed by Simic. Stedman fakes for it. Wunsch, well headed.
1023 Real Country. 1023 WLFE, the proud sponsor of the Vermont Voltage. If you're a country music fan, and you're a fan of Real Country, WLFE 1023.
Chao De Silva, number 11 from Albany, taking the kick. Again. Nice long kick. And the referee calls offsides. Foul. Played quickly by Lawless. Jamie Wunsch on the right side. Up to Larry Aboa, who doesn't control. Stedman puts pressure on.
By the St. Albans Messenger, your number one source for St. Albans area news. For everything you need to know, look out for Vermont's oldest.
Voltage putting on much more pressure on the ball tonight than they have in the past, resulting in quite a bit more possession of the ball.
What do you think has been their biggest problem last couple games?
Vermont?
Yeah.
That question coming from Jess Mulson, in case you just tuned in. Jess Mulson is here with us tonight in the booth from the Lady Voltage. I would say, in my opinion, I think the Voltage have lacked enough support up top. I know that they've been trying to play with one forward, and I'm just not sure that lineup works that well for them. Stedman does a good job getting to the ball, but he rarely has enough help when he has it inside 30 yards. This lineup.
Oh, come on, Matt. Whoa, that was
This lineup seems to give Stedman a little bit more support, and there's quite a bit more movement off the ball than we've seen in the
Stop
past.
complaining. He's a good player, very confident in his abilities.
Who's that?
Matt Stedman.
Yeah, Matt Stedman does a good job on the ball. I think I'd like to see him get the ball more often. Simic with a nifty ball over to David Purser on the left side. Purser to Yeboah. Back to Purser. Back to Yeboah, can't control. Zura putting pressure on the ball.
Voltage fans, we want you to know that all the Voltage camps still have spaces available. So please be sure to sign up soon. Step by the
Jamie
website,
Wunsch with a foul.
VermontVoltage.com.
Questionable.
Number 17, Justin Lesko on the ball. Brendan Lawless comes out strong. Quickly out to Mark Benson on the left midfield. Zura in the middle, and he goes long to Forenza. Turns out to be a good ball. Oh, sorry, that's Zura from Forenza. Mark Benson battling in the middle, and he gets called for a shoulder. Albany with a direct kick from 28 yards. Taken by number 10, Pete Squiglia.
PS. Right into their own player.
The long cross. Lawless takes it easily.
Meet the Voltage after the game at Miguel's Irish Burrow on Lake Street in St. Albans, the official post-game hangout. Voltage fans and players, come meet the players and get excellent food and drinks after the games at Miguel's in St. Albans.
Looks like Wunsch with a long throw into Yaboa. Forenza plays it back to Simic, over to Vučković. Quickly over to Benson on the left side.
Fans, we've got an exciting halftime show.
Larry
for you.
Yaboa,
We need four
sideline,
adult
back to
contestants
Vučković.
For the Price Chopper. Price is
Tries
right.
to get it to
That's right.
Simic.
Price is right. During the
And Albany
halftime,
intercepts.
we need 4 volunteers.
Albany attacking with speed. Left-footed shot. Looks like that was from number 5, Brian Sarutin. Taken by Lawless to his left.
Chittenden Bank, Vermont's leading financial services company. Chittenden has developed the right mix of solutions for you. Your financial goals and social concerns.
Albany moving the ball around comfortably in their back with no pressure. Play it long.
109 North Main Street.
Played it long to number 9, Topher Breedlove. Can't control it. Albany with a throw-in. Close down quickly by Simic. Be another Albany throw. Zura attacking the ball. Chris Zura plays it back to Brian Leonard. Voltage don't seem to have as much control of the ball as they did in the first 7-8 minutes. Jess, how do you see this game unfolding?
They have some sloppy touches right now. I might have to do some push-ups at practice.
That sounds familiar.
Seems to work for us.
I think the Voltage really are working on finding some consistency this year. They've been inconsistent with the lineup, inconsistent with the pressure on the ball, and really just looking to find their rhythm, a consistent rhythm that they're successful with.
I think it's hard to find consistency and get a rhythm when it is changing. I mean, they have different personalities on the field every single time they step out there.
Yep.
I think maybe it helps that Bo Simic is back, maybe gives them a little more leadership in the middle of the field. I think that's something they've been lacking.
Yeah, Bo Simic seems to have solidified the defense in terms of confidence and where to play the ball.
He just has a dominating presence in terms of being supporting and talking.
Right.
Fans, we want to know there's still space available in all the summer camps around Vermont. Voltage summer soccer camps are a great way to learn the passion of the game.
Nice header from Yaboa to Stedman to Forenza with a great ball to Vučković on the left side. Trying to find the seam. Bo Vučković with the ball.
I think Forenza playing midfield this year.
I'm not sure where that ball was going from Vučković, but it was a good build-up to that point.
Am I mistaken, or was Mike Forenza a forward last year?
He played midfield and forward last year. Primarily midfield, I think.
He's a good amount of speed.
Albany with a long throw.
Fans, make sure you get down to J.W. Ryan's Pub, Union Street, St. Albans. That's J.W. Ryan's Pub, Union Street, St. Albans.
Seems like they're rushing.
Nemo's Restaurant, direct from Southern Italy. Pizza, pasta, salad, subs.
Leonard stepping up to the ball. Vučković back to Benson.
Come watch our coach here.
Benson with a nice long ball to Matt Stedman. Stedman doing well, maintaining it, and the back pass to Vučković is intercepted. Great ball from Mark Benson. Vučković looking a little tired at the moment. Yeboah and Benson trying to connect on the far side.
Everybody look down at the fence at Khalil. He's holding 50-50 raffle tickets. Whatever we make, you will get half. Come on, people, support the Vermont Voltage. Look at Khalil and buy a ticket.
Who did I tell this weekend?
Stedman doing well in the box, gets it across. What a great finish from Mike Forenza. Fantastic cross and good work from Matt Stedman. A great finish from Mike Forenza. Left foot in, 12 yards out, upper corner. Nice build up from the Voltage on that goal. Vermont Voltage 2, Albany Admiral 0. Mike Forenza scoring from Matt Stedman in the 33rd minute of play here at Collins Pearly Sports Complex, St. Albans, Vermont, June 28th. Barry Yeboah battling hard. Gets it through to Stedman.
No good.
Albany at times really struggling getting the ball out of the back. Benson putting in a hopeful pass. Vučković with a nice steal, plays it to Stedman. Stedman takes this man and then is called for a foul. Albany with the long ball, a little optimistic. And that'll be a voltage throw.
Can't believe what a nice night it turned out to be. Did it rain up here this morning? Like torrentially downpoured.
Albany called for a handball. Number 10, Pete Squiglia. Reminds me of Lenny and Squiggy from that terrible TV show of the late 70s. Remember that show? Lenny and Squiggy.
I wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't born yet. I'm sure it was great though.
Laverne and Shirley, Lenny and Squiggy. I'm sure that's got to be his nickname, Squiggy. It's not a bad nickname, Squiggy.
We'll have to ask at halftime.
That's why so many families make a park trip to center their summer. You get started on your own summer tradition. Visit
Simic tries the long ball to Forenza in the middle. Albany giving it away.
That looked like a little bit of a handball there.
Albany with a nice ball down the right side. They get the cross off. Zura's there to clear.
Make your event even better. Sparky, the Voltage's best player, is available for birthday parties, corporate events, or any other occasion. Please call the office at 527.
Jamie Wunsch with a good header out of the box. Zura still defending. And good clearance from Brian Leonard. Seems like much better communication in the back for the Voltage tonight than in the past.
Combo seems to be working tonight.
Yeah, this lineup, perhaps the most effective lineup we've seen here at home in St. Albans. Little discrepancy here on whose throw-in it was. Referee calls it for Albany. Larry Adboa doing a good job putting pressure on the ball. Vučković with an errant clear. Albany switching attack of play to the right side. Number 5, Brian Sarutin.
If you're ever in any need of legal advice, turn to James Levy, the lawyer that the Voltage trust the most. James Levy is one of the most trusted lawyers in Vermont. He's a proud sponsor of the Vermont Voltage. James Levy.
Vučković with a nice ball up to Zura, who was just barely offsides. Called by the linesman. Leonard with a header over to Yaboa on the sideline. That'll be an Albany throw. Purser getting mauled over there on the sideline.
Mauled, good word.
Draws the foul.
Let's hit ball with a stitch.
Leonard trying to play the line. He puts it out of bounds.
Sparky's working the crowd.
Sparky is back.
How's
He's got
it
a lot
going?
to say, but he can't say anything.
He's saying he's fabulous.
You getting a workout tonight, Sparky? All right. Don't forget, Voltage fans, there's always room in Vermont Voltage summer soccer camps. www.vermontvoltage.com. Soccer camps all over the state of Vermont on our website.
45 different locations.
45 different locations this summer.
All around Vermont
all
and
over the
upstate
state.
New York.
Upstate New York, southern, central, and northern Vermont. Train with the pros, VermontVoltage.com. Albany with a well-driven corner kick. Comes all the way back to midfield. Hopeful cross into the middle. Purser clears it easily.
Out.
Purser with a throw-in. Goes long to
Still
Stedman.
space available in all of the Voltage summer camps. Voltage summer soccer camps are a great way to learn the passion of the game and have the Voltage players.
That's into Simic. Simic with a long cross to Zura.
Please pick up a camp brochure at the souvenir
That'll be a
stand
throw-in for the
located
Voltage.
at left of the main stand. Also, be sure to check out the concession stands in front of the stand. For more Vermont Voltage information, check out VermontVoltage.com.
Bo Simic in the center of the field. Vučković
Oh, quicker.
getting it to Zura. Zura can't control.
Telling you, push-ups for better first touches.
Yeah, some missed first touches here tonight by both teams, particularly Albany. Harmless cross from the Admirals. Purser's throw into Yeboah, heading it to Stedman. Knocked away. Yeboah pursuing, putting good pressure on the Albany backs.
Oh, nice. Finds Mark.
Simic with a nice nutmeg in the middle of the field.
What are we doing?
Coming near to the end of this first half here in St. Albans. Your Vermont Voltage 2, Albany Admirals 0 after 44 minutes of play. Looks like both teams are ready to go into the locker room and take a break. Direct kick for the Voltage. David Purser on the ball. Forenza putting pressure on the ball. Albany again struggling to get out of their back. Vučković with a strong tackle. Back to Simic. Nice pass up to Forenza. Stedman hobbling a little bit out there in the striker position. Yeboah taken down from behind and then kicked in the leg.
Ooh.
Seems to be in significant pain.
Is it halftime?
It seems as if the referee has called halftime, but there doesn't seem to be any clear whistle or signification of halftime. That's what the call is. Larry Yeboah is up off the ground. The Albany bench is cleared and they are headed to the locker room. So there you have it, halftime here. Your Vermont Voltage 2, Albany Admirals 0, June 28th. Beautiful Wednesday night at Collins Purley Sports Complex in St. Albans. We'll be right back after halftime. Whoa. And welcome back to the second half of tonight's match between the Vermont Voltage and the Albany Admirals. In case you're just tuning in, the Voltage are up 2-0 after a relatively strong performance in the first half from the Voltage. Several new players in the lineup tonight after last week's disappointing loss to Cape Cod, including Larry Yeboah, number 13 right there, getting in the way of that clearance. Looks like Albany has a new goalkeeper. Dwayne Wiley is coming into goal at halftime for the Admirals. Let's see if we can find any other changes. Voltage lineup looks exactly the same as the first half. Brian Leonard on the ball. Trying to get it to Stedman and can't quite get through. And number 23, Mikkel Weissnecker, has come on for Albany. Looks like he's playing a right wing type position. I'm sure Albany will try to come out with quite a bit more energy than they had in the first half. Weissnecker appears to be interested in keeping the ball as long as he can by himself, dribbling in circles. Forenza not taking that ball well. Shows it dangerously to number 10, Pete Squiglia. Brian Leonard out of the back to Chris Sura. Back to Leonard. To Vučković. Up to Jamie Wunsch. Goes long to Stedman.
Versus the Hamilton Avalanche. And the next Voltage game is also Saturday, July 5th, versus the Ocean City Barons. Be sure not to miss any Voltage action.
Wunsch plays it casually over to Simic. Albany 1-on-1. And Pete Squiglia can't control that ball, and it goes errant in the box. Brendan Lawless picks it up easily. Lawless with a mediocre kick after some pressure being applied from the Admirals. Squiglia. Forenza with some nice dribbling, plays it long to Stedman, and that's going to be out of bounds. Albany doing a little better controlling the ball in the offensive third, but can't quite get it where they need it to get a shot off on goal. Number 23, Weisnecker, showing some skill, but perhaps too much dribbling. We'll see how he fares over the next 45 minutes. Ball comes wide to Weisnecker. Simic with a nice ball to Vučković. Almost a nice ball to Zura. Leonard comes in for an errant diving tackle. The top of the box is evaded. Albany loses the ball, and the Voltage counter quickly. And Stedman earns a free kick after playing the ball off the defender's arm. Simic on the ball. This ball is about 45 yards from goal. Vučković tries the long one, and he's a good 15 yards over the bar. Vučković in the past has been able to put that ball on the bar or underneath it into the net. So to try a shot from that far out is not out of the question. Certainly not last year. Simic with a nice header to Vučković, and that's going to be out of bounds. Not sure what that foul is called. Some sort of a free kick for Albany. Weisnecker with a nice bending cross into the area. Albany regroups. Cleared nicely by Simic, number 11. Chao de Silva with a nice cross. Chris Zura battling. Nice clear from Purser. Forenza with a nice through ball to Larry Yaboa, who's tackled on the sideline. That'll be a Voltage throw. Albany coming out with quite a bit more energy than they showed in the first half. Voltage perhaps settling back in a little bit too much.
Experience you can trust. If you're looking for a financial partner, see People's Trust Company, now serving you at 6 convenient locations. People's Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
David Purser trying the tackle. Simic goes to steal the ball and shoulder charge. Called for the foul. That was a slight shoulder charge. Could have gone either way. Albany takes it quickly. Albany been dangerous here in the last 6 or 7 minutes. Voltage not doing well maintaining possession in the middle of the field and are ending up defending quite a bit here. A nice ball from Vučković to Stedman. Stedman getting there. Purser involved in a serious battle with number 10, Peter Squiglia, up near the box. Purser playing an English style of ball, quite a bit more physical than your typical American defender. And a long ball played up to him. Squiglia gets a shot off. Great save from Brendan Lawless. Simic doing a great job clearing the ball out. I think Pete Squiglia will know he was in the game tonight after his battles that he's had with David Purser.
$1 for $1, 3 for $2, and the bottom's up for $5.
Weisenecker in the corner. Plays it back nicely. Oh, what a save! Jamie Wunsch clears it off the line after a Brendan Lawless save. Albany unlucky to score on that one. Jamie Wunsch off the line, on the ground. He saves a sure goal. So the Voltage find themselves on their heels here this second half. It is still 2-0 for the Voltage. We're in the 57th minute of play. The Voltage looking to catch their breath. Brendan Lawless with a long goal kick. Chris Sura plays it a little long, loses possession. Chow de Silva rushing a little bit, and the Voltage take over. Albany coming down on the Voltage defense again.
Voltage kid for sure is coached by both Voltage, Lady Voltage players.
Simic with a nice ball to Yaboa. He can't control it, and Albany takes over. Weisenecker on the ball. Looks like we have an injury for the Voltage. Mike Forenza is on the ground with a trainer attending to him. So the Voltage will have to make a change here. Looks like Jason Wagner is getting warmed up. And it will be Wagner coming on. St. Lawrence University product out of Bennington, Vermont. Second year with the Voltage. Number 14, Jason Wagner. Forenza comes limping off after having a very good first half. And a reasonable 20 minutes into the second half. Larry Aboa with a strong tackle. Albany with a long cross. Brendan Lawless easily picks it up.
Went down to the fence. That's Khalil. He's got some tickets for you.
Lawless with a long punt. Weisenecker goes down with a foul. Looks like somehow got inadvertently poked in the eye. Foul is called against Vučković. Albany with a nice play off the set direct kick. Gets the ball deep into the corner with a strong cross. No one there to put it in. The Voltage lucky to escape without an own goal. Albany earns a corner kick. Not much offense from the Voltage in this second half so far. Albany putting a lot of pressure in the back of Vermont. Corner kick is a low driven ball out to 22 yards. Voltage looking for the offsides call. They're not going to get it. Albany earns another corner. Swerving in swinger, cleared by Vučković. And the chip back in, and Lawless takes it easily. He had Stedman on a breakaway. What the marginal kick left him with no chance. Albany pressing everything they have forward. Number 20, DJ Catro with an errant cross.
We need to pump up these fans. I need to hear some more cheering out there. I think we need some t-shirts for the fans.
Lawless with a nice long kick. No one there. All the way to Dwayne Wiley. He plays it out quickly to the left side. Bye, Claudia. See you Saturday.
Way out early. No, we're going to Virginia.
All right.
No, she goes, you never come down to my house. I tried tonight.
Bye, Valley girls. See you guys. Stay out of trouble.
Score it regional.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors once again whose signs can be seen around the field and ads in our programs. Please support
Albany
us.
playing
Support us.
a direct kick within their half. They go short with it.
Fans, don't forget to mark your calendars again for the last game of the
DJ
season.
Catro putting it directly out of bounds.
Including a new car. Dave Handy of Handy Motors is providing a brand new Pontiac Vibe that one of our lucky fans can walk away with. So mark those calendars for August 19th. Come to the Voltage game and have the chance of leaving with a new car.
David Purser with the throw-in. And it's a long one. Stedman undercuts number 18 for Albany, Tim LaRocca. Unnecessary foul. Oh, and Leonard should have let that go for the goalie. Voltage looking a little disorganized, disjointed, and in one sense desperate here to get something going offensively. Albany pressing. Cleared by Wunsch. Albany with a great cross, just misses the mark.
Fans, make sure you're here for the next Lady Voltage and Voltage home game this Saturday, July 1st. Lady Voltage will start at 5:30 when they take on the Hamilton Avalanche. And the Voltage home game this Saturday will be at 7:30 against the
Brendan Lawless with a long goal kick. Taken by Wagner. He's going to win this foot race to Stedman. And that ball is going in the net. Matt Stedman. Jason Wagner with the wheels on the left side. Taking advantage of an Albany Admirals mistake. And for once, the luck is running the way of the voltage.
Goal by Max Stedman. Let's hear it for him.
And so your Vermont Voltage 3, Albany Admirals 0. Surprising goal coming after a full 20 minutes of Albany domination in the Voltage end. Defensive mistake by Albany. Jason Wagner is able to capitalize and get the ball to Matt Stedman, who coaxes it into the net. We have another substitution coming on for the Voltage. Number 16, Derek McKenzie from Hyannis, Mass. Looks to be coming on. We're not sure for who yet. Looks like Larry Yaboa might be coming off. Number 13, Larry Yaboa, having a good night tonight, putting pressure on the ball. David Purser going for McKenzie's head, and he gets it. But that'll be out of bounds. Goal kick.
Last call for 50-50 raffle tickets.
Albany with another bad play out of the back. Derek McKenzie's on the field for 30 seconds, and he's getting a yellow card. Dwayne Wiley in goal for Albany, struggling to clear the ball out of the back, putting his defenders in trouble.
Auto Italian Sport Design, dedicated to the winner. Auto Italian Sport Design, official equipment sponsor of the Vermont Voltage and Lady Voltage. Franklin County's Success by 6 ranks the Vermont Voltage for their support of programs for young children and families. For more information on how to get involved or to support Success by 6 and the Franklin Grand Isle Bookmobile, call 527-5426.
McKenzie, oh! Dwayne Wiley and Matt Stedman with a severe collision as Wiley's trying to save the ball. Stedman seems to be no worse aware. Game getting a little chippy out there at this point.
And last call for the 50-50 raffle ticket, which you support Vermont Voltage.
Simic with a steal.
Raffle tickets, one for $1, three for $2, and arm's length for $5.
Referee giving the word to one of the central defenders for Albany. Having a few words with him, trying to get things under control. Ryan Leonard. Now the referee seems to be calling everything, trying to keep the game under control.
Rave every Sunday is Team Sunday. Come meet the Voltage and Lady Voltage players, play pool, darts, and hang out with your favorite stars. 50 Kingman Street, St. Albans. Rave.
Looks like we have a direct kick from 32 yards. 5 people in the Albany wall. Vučković with another one through the uprights. Not even close tonight. Vučković not even close tonight on the direct kicks from distance. And Wiley plays out a goal kick, not quite getting to midfield. Derek McKenzie battling, can't get it quite to Stedman. Well defended by the yellow. Wunsch doing well defending, and Wagner clears. Krasura putting on pressure. Some serious battling going on in the middle of the field. David Purser trying to clear the ball out. Looks like an Albany corner kick. They take a short corner, and there'll be another corner kick. And they take a short one again. In swinger, cleared by McKenzie. And Purser gets it out. Derek McKenzie putting in a chase from 2/3 of the field. Fresh legs have come on the field. Wagner doing a good job hustling back for that ball. Albany throwing on the far side. And there's a lull in the action for a substitution, and we'll remind you that there's always room in the Vermont Voltage summer camps, www.vermontvoltage.com. Check out the website for 45 different locations throughout Vermont and northern New York. Have your kids play with the pros, learn from the pros, work to become a pro. Vermont Voltage soccer camps. Albany trying to play it upfield through the middle.
Boat headquarters. If you need a new boat, there's only one place you must go. Boat headquarters. Swanton, Vermont. Just call
Brian Leonard, the nice ball to Vucevic. The long ball to McKenzie on the right side. He's trying to maintain possession. Turns his man well. He's in the box. Vucevic is trying to help, and he makes a great pass. And that's a nice goal from number 9, Matt Stedman. And that's a hat trick for Stedman. What a nice goal from the Voltage. Derek McKenzie making that ball happen. Catching Albany off guard here on the back. In the 79th minute of play. Vermont Voltage 4. Albany Admiral 0. Matt Stedman with his 3rd goal of the night. Working towards PDL Honors Player of the Week right here at Collins Purley Sports Complex in St. Albans, Vermont. Your Vermont Voltage dominating on the scoreboard at least. Albany doing well the second half, but have been unlucky and had no goals. Good defending from the Voltage. Quite a bit of excitement there on a goal from Stedman. Compliments of Derek McKenzie. Leonard clears. Being near the top of the table for Albany, I'm sure they didn't come in here tonight thinking they were going to get beat up on 4-0 by the bottom of the table Voltage, but the team in yellow and blue putting on a good show tonight. Albany makes a substitution. Steve Croft, number 4, comes into play. Coming out is number 5, Brian Scruton.
50-50 raffle ticket winner, so if you bought any tickets, check them out right now. The winning ticket number is 329264. 329264. Come up to the booth and claim your prize.
Vucevic with a steal in the middle. Trying to get it to Stedman, but Stedman was offsides. He pulled himself back and becomes an errant pass.
Oh, we have a winner. The winner is Angela. Give it up for Angela winning the 50-50 raffle ticket prize.
Albany still battling in the Voltage box. Number 11, Chao da Silva, plays it back. Looks like about 7.5 minutes left in regulation. Albany still struggling to get on the board here tonight. Simic with an athletic clear. And Wiley comes out, plays it forward. Number 8, Barry Neville, plays it to the left side. Croft, the substitute in the middle, number 4. That's not a very good ball from Weisnecker. And we have another Voltage substitution. Tierno Diallo is in for Matt Stedman, number 9, 3-goal scorer tonight. Mark Benson comes off, and Iri Sunj looks like he'll be going on, number 8.
And number 8, Iri Sunj.
Tierno Diallo coming in, looks like he'll be playing in the middle somewhere. Purser with a throw into Simic. Simic up to Iri Sunj. Oh, and Vučković tries another through ball. Not quite there. Defended well by Purser. This Albany team has not given up. They're still pressing hard, trying to get on the scoreboard. Purser and number 10, Pete Squiglia, doing a little dance down on the outside of the box. Purser will get called for the foul.
Next Saturday, July 1st, the Lady Voltage will take on the Hamilton Avalanche at 5:30, and the Voltage will take on the Ocean City Barons at 7:30. Don't miss any Voltage action.
Chao da Silva on the ball. A nice cross. Headed out by Purser for another corner on the other side. Albany scores a goal. 2 unmarked men inside the box on a corner kick. The ball was put in by number 2, substitute Jordan Germano, a defender. Unfortunate goal there against the Voltage. 2 men wide open on the corner kick on the far post and in the center of the box. Can't let that happen and expect not to be scored upon. In the waning moments of this contest between the Albany Admirals and the Vermont Voltage, we're in the 87th minute.
Please make sure you pass out all your guns on the way out. Both Vučković and all of the Voltage players and staff, thank you for coming out to support your hometown Vermont Voltage.
Well, successfully played offside trap for the Voltage against Albany. Ball will be coming out. Looks like Brendan Lawless will address the ball. Simic to Sunj. Benson putting pressure on. That'll be a Voltage throw-in. Vučković with the throw. Goes down the line to McKenzie. McKenzie loses it right away, and Albany clears it out. Vučković going down like a sack of potatoes on that call. I think he's been watching some World Cup games the last month. Both Simic on the ball, putting in an in-swinger, looks like. McKenzie at 6'6" is a big target in the box. And that's a nice ball. Almost catches that back post. Fantastic cross from Simic. And we're in the 89th minute here at Collins Purley Sports Complex. Albany still attacking. Purser. Benson battling. And Leonard puts it out of bounds. And Singe brings it up quickly to Vučković.
Once again, please support those who support us. Without their support, Bolton would not exist.
McKenzie on the far side.
Remember, fans, the players will be available immediately after the game for autographs and photographs on the field.
Simic to Vučković. Vučković can't maintain possession. And Wagner inadvertently lets it go out of bounds on the far side. Albany with a throw-in. And we're well into injury time here. Vučković tracking hard. And defends well, knocks the ball out of bounds. Albany throw-in. Number 11, Chao da Silva. The long shot easily taken by Brendan Lawless. Dwayne Willie picks up the ball and throws it up the middle. Albany still pressing. David Purser with another foul. Surprised he doesn't get a yellow card for that. He might as well have had his boxing gloves on for that one. Cleared nicely by Leonard. Wagner with a tall header. Tierno Diallo plays it back to Erie Singe. That's going to be a voltage throw-in. Got to be nearing the end of this contest here. We're 3 to 4 minutes into injury time. Tierno Diallo doing a lot with the ball, perhaps too much. Purser battling. Albany with a decent cross and not a good shot. That'll be a goal kick for the Voltage. And there you have it, the final whistle for tonight's contest. Vermont Voltage 4, Albany Admirals 1. Very exciting first half for the Voltage. A little bit more of a struggle in the second, but they did manage 2 goals. Nice for the Voltage to get their first win of the year. And good entertainment for the fans here in St. Albans at Collins Spurley Sports Complex. This is Jamie Hutchins signing off from Collins Purley. Don't forget your VermontVoltage.com soccer camps for all ages in all towns across Vermont. VermontVoltage.com.